Bitcoin halving is one of the most anticipated events in the blockchain ecosystem. And as 2024 approaches, there's been so many conversations around seeing another bull run due to Bitcoin halving. If you've read this somewhere or even heard about it, and you're just so confused because you have no idea what it means, then this video is just for you. In this video, I'm going to give you all the major information you need to know about Bitcoin halving, why it matters, and possible impact. Now, before I move on to explain what Bitcoin halving is, I actually think it's very important for you to understand what Bitcoin mining is. Bitcoin mining is simply a decentralized process that allows anyone to generate Bitcoin. It involves using specialized computers to solve mathematical problems, which then verifies transactions and add them to the Bitcoin blockchain. In exchange for their work, miners are rewarded with Bitcoin. This reward system keeps them incentivized to keep the Bitcoin network safe, secure, and efficient. Bitcoin mining is a very competitive process. Miners are constantly competing to solve the next block because the first miner to solve the block actually gets the reward. Also, Bitcoin mining is a very key part of the Bitcoin ecosystem because it helps to keep the network secure, like I mentioned before, and also decentralized. Now that you understand what Bitcoin mining is, we can move into explaining what Bitcoin halving is. Bitcoin halving is simply a scheduled event that happens automatically on every completion of 210,000 blocks. And when I mean completion, I mean every time we've gotten to the mark of 210,000 blocks being mined, Bitcoin halving happens. This takes approximately 4 years, since completing and adding a new block to the Bitcoin network actually takes about 10 minutes. During halving, the block subsidy reward miners get, like I mentioned before, that miners are rewarded for their contribution to the network. This reward is reduced by half. When Bitcoin went live in 2009, the mining reward, also known as Bitcoin mining subsidy, was 50 BTC per block. Since then, there has been 3 halving events. The first happened in 2012, which took the mining reward to 25 BTC per block. Then the second happened in 2016, and the mining reward was halved to 12.5. And the most recent one was in 2020, and the current reward per block is 6.25 BTC. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Bitcoin halving event is expected to happen next year, which will be the 4th one, and it will be taking place at the block height of 840,000 BTC, and the mining reward will be taken down to 3.125 BTC per block. Bitcoin halving is programmed into the Bitcoin protocol to control inflation and ensure that only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. It's more like a built-in supply control mechanism. Bitcoin halving helps to create scarcity, which makes BTC more precious and to appreciate in value over time, especially if the demand increases. So you may be wondering, why exactly does Bitcoin halving matter? It matters for so many reasons. First, it has a huge impact on the economies of Bitcoin. Historically, each Bitcoin halving has been associated with bull run, driving up the price of Bitcoin. And this price increase is due to the reduction of new Bitcoin and increased scarcity. But it is also very important to know that the market is unpredictable, and there is absolutely no guarantee that we'll see another bull run after next year's halving. Meaning, it is possible that the price of Bitcoin will remain stagnant after the halving or even decline in price. The impact of Bitcoin halving goes way beyond miners. It impacts the entire crypto ecosystem because with each halving, Bitcoin becomes more attractive as a store of value and also a hedge against inflation. So if you're a Bitcoin or crypto investor, there are a few things you can do in preparation for the Bitcoin halving. First, do your own research. Learn as much as you can about Bitcoin halving, its potential impact on the market. This will really help you to make very informed investment decisions. 2, diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Do your research. Invest in as many cryptocurrency as possible because this reduces your risk. Then finally, have a long-term investment plan. If you're a long-term investor, then Bitcoin halving could be a very good opportunity for you. Bitcoin halving has two-sided kind of impact. First, it reduces the supply of Bitcoin, which drives the price up significantly. And on the other hand, it reduces the reward miners get, which could potentially lead to a decrease in the security of the network. Impact of halving on mining profitability is a bit complex because in the short time, halving truly reduces the amount miners get, but this can be offset by the increase in price of Bitcoin. But in the long term, as the new supply of Bitcoin reduces, mining may become way less profitable. This could lead to a decrease in the number of miners and could expose the network to a 51% attack, as mining would consolidate among fewer participants and could have huge impact on the network security. So yeah, we have another halving coming up in 2024. No one can say exactly when the 210,000th block will be mined, but there's a lot of speculations around April. We've come to the end of the video, and I really hope you've learned a thing or two about Bitcoin halving. Thank you so much for learning with me again today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.